I'm Jonathan Alexandre, Senior Counsel for Governmental Affairs for Liberty Counsel. Liberty Counsel is a nonprofit litigation firm, and our championing of pro-life causes is what brings us here to the Hill today in front of the Supreme Court. Our litigation across the country has really made a difference in saving lives. And so I want to ask, how can it be that this nation continues to tolerate destroying perfectly good lives for a profit? In this past year, Planned Parenthood slaughtered 345,000 children while still receiving $616 million taxpayer dollars. That's the highest number of babies killed and the largest amount of taxpayer dollars in a single year. And so those lives are represented here, just a handful of them by the flowers in front of us. So I'll reach down and grab one of these flowers and talk you through the experience of what a child felt at the hands of one of these abortionists. Thanks to the uncover journalistic work of Sandra Merritt, we now know the truth of what happens in these abortion facilities. You see, there's a market for dead baby organs, and our client Sandra Merritt exposed that market. Planned Parenthood and its partners were altering the abortion procedures to force labor, and then they would take those living newborns, dissect them alive, and sell their hearts, their brains, and their other organs while their hearts were still beating. It's a sickening truth that should grip the hearts of anyone listening to this and should propel you to resolve to fight to end this practice once and for all. One such abortionist, Dr. Deborah Nucatola, was caught on record bragging how abortionists would kill the baby to get a beating heart. She said this, quote, "Just to be cognizant of where you are, you put your graspers and you intentionally go above and below the thorax. I'm going to basically crush above and crush below so that I can get it all intact." How can it be that this abortionist, while she's sipping wine and munching salads, talking callously, crassly about the crushing of innocent babies? This particular abortionist had performed thousands of abortions, including up to 200 in 1 week. The next step in this process is even more graphic, as those parts that are not profitable are discarded. The other ones that they can raise funds over are stuffed into jars and shipped over. We have the testimony from a Holly O'Donnell who worked at one of these procuring sites, and she said, "I'm in the hallway, I see them come out with a baby, I hear them call my name. Well, the abortionist says, 'Come, see this is cool.' Holly said she's flabbergasted as the abortionist says, 'Well, we want to procure this brain.' So she makes an incision down the face, takes the scissors, hands them over to Holly and says, 'Continue to make the incision,' as they rip open a perfectly good face in order to procure the brain. How do we permit this to go on just over a mile away from where we are standing today, where these roses are laying in front of us? How can it be that Planned Parenthood stands to make a profit, making over $600 million this year from taxpayer funds? How can it be that it takes a march or flowers like this to have us pause just for a week or a moment to remember these lives lost? How can it be that as a nation we are once again ignoring what it means to be created equal? How can it be that we stand for life, but we don't want to apply the right to life to the little ones among us? Well, this court in the next few months does have the choice to roll back Roe v. Wade, to weigh in on cases that can help us change course in this country, help us return back to our founding ideals, common sense sensibilities, that sometimes more important than being a great nation is being a good nation, a nation that does the right things and cares for the innocences within the womb. I know what you're thinking. How can it be that I destroyed a perfectly good flower just to make a point? Well, I say, Planned Parenthood and co-conspirators, how can you destroy a perfectly good life just to make a profit?